Front page of the Nation this morning, it says presidential tickets, Buhari disowns Adamu over Lawan. The writer to that story says NWC rejects chairman's position, nuts governors insist on power shift to the south. Who said what? It's right there on the front page of the Nation. It says President Buhari has picked Senator Ahmad Lawan as his choice, and that is coming from the APC chairman Adamu. It's a quote, and it's talking about who said what. We have reaffirmed our position on power shift to the south, power shift to south to the president, and that's coming from the northern governors. There shall be no imposition of any candidate. Nobody will appoint anybody. Who's speaking is the president. We are with the governors on power shift. Chairman is entitled to his opinion on Lawan, and that's coming from the NWC of the All Progressives Congress. It's going to be an interesting Tuesday today at the Eagle Square. We keep our fingers crossed as to what the results will be, but then we hope that the best person whom God has ordained and selected and anointed for Nigeria will emerge at the primaries of the All Progressives Congress. And moving on from that, it says terrorists operated for 30 minutes at our church. A survivor recounts, my 70-year-old mom shot dead. Police recover an exploded bomb. May peace reign in our land. Nigeria Air gears up to begin operation. Right there on the front page of the Nation is where you will find it. Tinubu tipped to win APC presidential race. We keep our fingers crossed for that one. And, well, if you love him, then you can keep your prayers on that one too. Lamata Ohando signed deal for electric mass transit buses in Lagos. And that is Lamata Ohando signed deal for electric mass transit buses in Lagos, even as the former governor of Lagos State, whom they call the father of modern-day Lagos, stands to be chosen amongst the different candidates at the All Progressives Congress primaries today. Well, fingers crossed. We hope that the best for the country once again is thrown up at the end of the day, and that takes it away for the front page of the Nation this morning. And on the front page of the Daily Trust, this morning, we take a look at the major headline. It says here that consensus deal collapses as delegates elect APC candidate. The writer says, I have no anointed candidate. That's coming from the President Buhari. NWC divided over Lawan. Northern governors insist on power shift to south. How odds favor Tinubu. Aspirants reach out to delegates in hotels. Well, the details of that and more right there in the belly of the Daily Trust is where you will find it. Attacks displace 2,000 residents. Bandits hijack food truck in Zamfara State. Attacks displaced 2,000 residents. Bandits hijack food truck in Zamfara State. And we move on from that. 95% shareholders unknown as Nigerian Air gets air transport license. 95% shareholders unknown as Nigerian Air gets air transport license. The details of that and more you'll find right there in the belly of the Daily Trust. Our church killing all Nigerians now helpless, and that is coming from the Sultan of Sokoto. May peace reign in our land. Driver's son, 2 others found dead in room, 8 others unconscious. Whatever happened, I guess investigations will reveal that. Shekarau Abba Kabir Hunkoi pick NMPP senatorial governorship tickets. Details of that and more right then the belly of Daily Trust. And a man sues Hadiza Gabon for refusing to marry him. A man sues Hadiza Gabon for refusing to marry him. Okay, so we keep our fingers crossed, and of course I am sure that when Lawrence does come in, we will be taking a look at that story. It will be one of the stories we will be paying attention to on the newspaper review segment, but still taking a look at other papers this morning. But before we do that, we look at the digital paper, and this is in partnership with PremiumTimesNG.com. Here we are taking a look at Premium Times NG, and here it says the market's short in Owo as traders mourn victims of church shooting. How sad. And the picture right here on the front page, if you call it that, It's still a page. It's an internet page, front page of premiumtimesng.com. You see markets short in Owo as traders mourn victims of a church shooting. May the soul of the faithful departed rest in peace. Still taking a look at Premium Times NG this morning. Adamu absent as APC governors meet NWC members. The details of that and more right there in the belly of premiumtimesng.com. APC presidential primary allow delegates to decide. I have no one. And that I have anointed no one. That's what he says. And that is coming from the president, Muhammadu Buhari. I have not endorsed any presidential candidate. There's been an update on that one on Premium Times NG. Buhari tells Northern APC candidates. And here it says APC presidential primary, Buhari meets with Northern APC governors. The details of that and more you'll find right there in the belly of premiumtimesng.com. Former APC National Secretary defects to NNPP. Former APC National Secretary defects to NNPP. And who is this? The former National Secretary, Akpan Ododehe, is the one who has decamped to NNPP. The details of that and more you'll find right there in the belly of the premiumtimesng.com. And here it says, NNPC chooses Hwakwanso's son-in-law as governorship candidate. NNPP chooses Kwakwanso's son-in-law as Kano's governorship candidate. The details of that and more you will find right there in the belly of premiumtimesng.com. Meanwhile, still news about the APC presidential primary as he's set to hold today. Nnamani withdraws from presidential race. Nnamani withdraws from presidential race. Talking about the former Senate President Ken Nnamani, he has withdrawn from the presidential race. The details of that and more right there in the belly of premiumtimesng.com. Our attack. Tinubu, Nigerian governors donate 125 million to victims. Or attack. Tinubu, Nigerian governors donate 125 million naira to victims. You would recall that yesterday was in the news the video of the national leader of the All Progressives Congress visiting Owo, and the Olowo of Owo even he made a donation of 50 million naira to the church. 50 million naira to Owo, the victims of the attack, and 25 million naira to the church itself. May we never witness such a evil thing in our country again. But please let us all remember, security is everybody's business. Security is everybody's business. If you see something, please say something. And well, we will be having a program with the Nigerian police force come tomorrow between 9 and 10 as we take a look at police and citizens and the educators as to what exactly we need to do as citizens to improve the security situation in the country. One of the most powerful things that is with security is intelligence gathering, and that cannot be done by the police themselves. Moving on from that, it says PDP rerun primaries in Ajeromi, Felodun cancelled. Again, details of that and more you will find right there in the belly of premiumtimesng.com. Again, Banky W wins PDP ticket for Etiosa federal constituency. You would recall there was some discrepancies, whether he won or he didn't win, or which faction he won with and all of that. But this story here on premiumtimesng.com says that again, Banky W wins PDP ticket for Etiosa federal constituency. Olubankole Wellington, Banky W, a Nigerian celebrity, has again emerged as the winner of the PDP House of Representatives and rerun primaries for the Etiosa federal constituency of Lagos State. You would recall that Banky W won the PDP primaries for the constituency held on the 22nd of May across the state, which the party later cancelled. However, he won the rescheduled election with a landslide vote of 24-5. The details of that and more you will find right there in the belly of premiumtimesng.com. And that said, we'll take a look at this Nigeria and the points, and then we go into reviewing. Don't forget, from 7:30, you get a chance to respond. You get a chance to make your voice heard. You get a chance to make your opinion known by calling the numbers 0818 22 22 205, 0818 22 22 205. Alternatively, you may also send a WhatsApp message to that line. You may also call that line's WhatsApp number. Okay, there is also 0903 22 22 9. I beg your pardon, 0903 22 29 797. We'll take a quick break, and when we do come back, we'll be looking at this Nigeria and the points. Do stay with us.
CitizenFM. Abuja. Wake up. Reach out. Speak up. Speak out. You are the voice of a new generation. And this
is your station.
Talk Radio 93.7 Citizen FM.
Nation of our dream. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Yeah. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Yeah. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Citizen FM.
Right, Citizen FM 93.7, 24 minutes downside 7. Taking a look at this Nigeria this morning. The major headline says, "Our church attack. Akeredolu orders flying of flags at half-mast. Akure Monarch Tinubu Fahimi. Others want perpetrators arrested and prosecuted." APC presidential primary, the 0 hour plots counterplots delegates will decide, says Buhari denies endorsing allowing northern governors insist on southern president. Court of Appeal bars statutory delegates from voting at APC presidential primaries. Pass and strike, no talks unless you pay arrears, protesters tell NAS management. All right, the details of that and more you'll find right there in the belly of this Nigeria. Crude oil, urea, cocoa, electricity top Nigeria's exports in Q1 2022. Crude oil, urea, cocoa, electricity top Nigeria's exports in Q1 2022. We're exporting electricity, yes. 12.5 kg cooking gas source to 10,000 naira. The details of that and more you'll find in the belly of this Nigeria this morning. And we take a quick look at the points paper this morning here, and it actually says, the point this morning. It says here, presidency to Tinubu, your claims over Buhari's 2015 victory falls. Says president has no anointed candidate. That's the rider. Another rider says northern governors insist on power shift to south. The details of that and more you'll find in the belly of the point. Airtel Africa PLC invests 17.5 billion naira in business expansion. The point carries the rest of that story. Ken Namani withdraws from presidential race. Our bloodbath come to our rescue. Catholic Church appeals to international community. Akpanu Duedehe throws in the towel, quits APC. The details of that and more right there in the belly of the point. And now, time for the review segment as Lawrence Umwete and I take a look at some of the major headlines. Don't forget, you can have your say by placing a call through to 0818 22 22 205. You can react to any of the headlines we have highlighted and have caught your eye, and you do have an opinion about. Alternatively, you can also send a WhatsApp message. You can also make a WhatsApp call to the same line, 0818 22 22 205. We have other numbers, 0808 22 22 037, 0808 22 22 037, or 0903 22 29 797. We'll take a quick break and I'll be joined by Lawrence Umwete. 28 minutes past 7 now. Time to... Good morning, Lawrence.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Oh, yes, you do look good, actually. It's good to have you in the studio again this morning. Yeah. It's a very interesting day in the history. It's going to be a very interesting day in Nigeria's political climate or political space. What are your expectations?
Obviously, KEMI, it's going to be a very interesting day, and I'm sure that historians will also have a lot of materials from what is happening today whenever the history of Nigeria's political evolution is being put together. Whether you like it or not, whether you're a politician or not, whatever is happening today, directly or indirectly, is going to affect you as a Nigerian and even as a citizen of the world, because the ruling party is electing its flag bearer ahead of a presidential election. That's a big one.
And between yesterday and today, a lot happened in the political sphere, especially with regards to the ruling party. I don't know where we want to start from. Should we start with the consensus, the National Working Committee? You know, I don't like the way you are laughing. This is a serious matter.
Yeah, we just start from anywhere.
Okay, let's start with the fact that the chairman of the All Progressives Congress, muted that a consensus candidate, should be chosen, and that consensus candidate was I don't want to say rumored because I need to get my words correctly, but it was Senate President Ahmed Lawan. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I am not persuaded by some of the statements by the major actors. I'm taking everything a lot of them are saying with a pinch of salt. Number one, this is the way I'm looking at this. One, Ahmed, there are
two Ahmeds running, so you need to
the national chairman.
Okay, Abdullahi Adamu
of the APC casually dropped a hint when he was meeting with the NWC members. He just dropped it, and that was it. Was it deliberate? Was it a slip? I don't think so. Was he acting on his own? I don't think so. So the reactions to that is expected. I think it's just some interests are just trying to fly a kite to see how it goes, and if it backfires,
the chairman is on his own.
Be on his own.
Now, that said, the working committee would obviously not with him on that. According to what we gathered in the news, the NWC were not particularly with him with regards to that. However, some people are muting the fact that, I don't know, upper week it was said that he seems to be doing a lot of things unilaterally, and now he seems to have lost the support of the NWC by what happened yesterday. Are we looking at maybe a change of batting after the primaries or something? I'm just asking.
I think it's maybe too early for that. One, we have to know. Let's put things in perspective. The NWC is made up of members of the party with different interests. They were nominated, some would say elected, based on powerful.
They were consensus
interest.
They
represent various powerful blocks within the party.
Absolutely.
That's one. And just like the chairman himself, the chairman was. There's no doubt, you can't deny the chairman represents the interests of the president. He was single-handedly made the chairman by virtue of the president's recommendation.
But that said, after the news filtered out, the presidency quickly came up with what it said, no, I don't have any anointed candidates. And you know that quite a number of people had been wondering who is the person going to get the anointing oil, you understand, and who will the president throw out. And there have been permutations, combinations to say that whoever the president chooses, the anointing oil or the anointing, will be the insurance cover for that person. But after that happened yesterday, the presidency quickly issued a statement to say, I have no candidate. Let everybody test their popularity,
Kemi, that's why I said that this was more or less like a kite. Because one, the national chairman did not address the NWC officially and say, gentlemen, I have just been mandated by the president to inform you that there is an anointed candidate. Do you understand? It wasn't an official declaration. It was just something that was slipped in during their meeting.
To see if it will.
I don't expect the presidency, whether they were informed, whether they are behind it or not, to come out to say, okay,
we are behind it.
That's not the way politics is played.
Absolutely. But still on the ABC.
I assure you, Kemi, that since yesterday and throughout today until the end of the primaries, a lot of consultations will be going on and things will keep changing. Don't be surprised in the next 2 to 3 hours, a lot of people will change their positions. It's always like that.
Are we ever going to have a politics of ideology in Nigeria? I'm just thinking of people who say, I'm sticking to this and this is where I'm...
There she goes again.
What now?
I'm not tired of this.
Am I not tired of what?
Put things in place first before you talk about ideology.
What are the things you want us to put in place? Because you can't just be talking in abstract.
You are the one that is talking in abstract.
No.
Yes. We have been through this road before.
Maybe I'm an idealist, but I actually think that...
there's really nothing wrong in being an idealist.
Can't we have...
That is...
And we should...
I'm always not comfortable with this idea of trying to change the rules of the game when the match is almost over. Understand? And we cannot just wake up and say, okay, from the ward level, the people we throw up as delegates are people that we choose, we nominate.
When we know that the list was listed.
We don't let the party members elect them. We choose them based on our interests.
But do you know what the challenge is? Right. Do you know where the challenge is? The same challenge with Nigerians not paying tax. If the party members are mandated to pay dues, if the party members pay dues that... that anger from the chairman, or is it a mild vote of no confidence from the fault from the NWC members? Okay, you can call back. I'm sorry, I tried to pick your call, but it went out. 0818-2222-205. What are your thoughts on that, Lawrence?
I think that was strategic. Yes, because don't forget.
Please hold that thought. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
I'm Augustine from Masaka.
Obashu.
Augustine.
Okay, please go ahead with your contribution. Thank you.
Okay, may Almighty protect both of you over there.
Amen. Thank you.
My concern is about what Abdullah Madam did. Had he been a member of this election, don't you think he will do worse than that? What I'm trying to say is, look at lecturers have been prosecuted during the whatever.
We lost that call. Okay, do call back. 0818-2222-205 is the number to call. 0818-2222-205 is the number to call. Lawrence, you were saying that is to be expected. Oops. Okay, just hold the thought. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Yeah, my name is Michael. I'm calling from Nota.
All right, Michael, good to have you on the program this morning. Please go ahead with your contribution.
Thank you so much. APC primary, and I think injustice anywhere cannot do anybody any good. The people of the north have also, majority of them have agreed that this power needs to shift to the south. Why is it that one single individual as a chairman can single-handedly pick somebody from the north? Lawa, it's an injustice.
Well,
even if yes.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Even if you should be able to remember what Asuaji did to be able to bring this government on board, and you cannot. A man who has been able to do so much to your party, who has been able to do so much to the president of the country, President Muhammadu Buhari, and you decided to do him like this. Why don't you allow this in free of charge? Let them go to the pool. Anybody that win the ticket, let it be. You know.
Yeah.
So I think they should be able to, because whatever the mistake they are about to make now, well, let me say, if they make it, it's going to favor all of us as a country, because we have been lamenting under this administration. You understand? Because after they make this mistake, I can tell you that there will be no APC. But if they're choosing to go otherwise, no problem.
All right,
but one
Michael.
thing I am certain, Tinubu is not a man that you can wish away. So if they like, let them zone it to. Everything should be from the north to the north. But no problem. I rest my case here.
Thank you very much, Michael, for your contribution. Don't forget, 0818-2222-205 is the number to call. We have other lines, 0903-2229-797, 0903-2229-797. Lawrence, we're looking at the NWC and the Northern Governors and the meeting without the chairman.
Well, in politics, there are a lot of things. Now, I want us to get something clear. The NWC as an organ of the APC.
Yeah.
So the individual members, just like I said before, have their own preferences.
Yeah.
Amongst the aspirants. So you have with the governors. Because despite the fact that the 13 out of the 14 northern governors on the APC platform are in tune with the decision to.
Please hold that thought. Hello, good morning. Oops, 0818-2222-205 is the number to call. You can react to any of the stories that caught your eye. You can give your opinion on any of the stories we have highlighted this morning. You may also call. Okay, just hold the line. Let me take this. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. How now?
Hello.
You need to introduce yourself ahead. Nagode, thank you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, Patrick, go ahead. Hello.
Oh,
Oops. Okay. Hello, Patrick. Please go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, there's this headline on Punch newspaper. Coalition of Northern Group. Lagos Okada ban destruction targeted at the Northerners. This their assertion by the chairman is completely wrong. We all know that anywhere we are, we feel as if we are discriminated by the people that we are living together with. That is just the truth of the matter. An Igbo man living in the north feel as if the Northerners don't accept him. A Yoruba man living in the north feel the same way. So, but I'm against the Lagos State government crushing Okadas. 7,000 and something Okada crushing them just like that. I know, yes, you have banned them and they faulted your orders. But there are ways to go about these things to cause this kind of massive loss of livelihood.
Okay, hold on, Patrick. If you are against it, what is the solution?
But I give.
Sir?
They don't have any solution.
If you don't have solution, don't highlight the problem. You see, the challenge is that all of us in this country, we know the problems.
What's the problem? What is the problem? Like what the chairman of the Northern Coalition Group was saying. He did not even leave it on Lagos. He even went to Ondo State. I read the details of whatever it is I'm saying on the radio. So, but destroying those things it is not only Northerners that do Okada in Lagos State.
Nobody should take it as a personal vendetta on any ethnic group.
That's what the chairman should want to understand. But that is the.
Hello.
Plotted the orders does not mean that. Hello.
Yes. I think it's a bad line. Okay, Lawrence, what's your take on that?
I think it's neither here nor there. The Lagos State government has a duty to protect citizens from any danger, and if banning, and I'm shocked why this, because this is not a new directive. It's been
it's not.
I think second or third time.
It was actually, I think, sometime during the second term of Governor Fashola.
Exactly.
It was lifted, and then it was.
The only thing I would say is that this state government should do more in terms of providing alternatives, in terms of making transportation accessible to everyone. That's the way I see it.
You know what interests me about many of us as Nigerians is that many of us feel that we can take on the government. Many of us feel that we are right. Okay, my rights. But then where your right starts, it's where another stops. Is where another person's own starts. So those are some of the considerations we need to take into consideration when we want to take on the government. And I don't think that our government is that. I don't know the word now. I can't find the word, but I don't think our governments in the different states and even in the federal, I don't think that they are that terrible, so to speak. Yes, sometimes they fall short. But hello, good morning. Hello,
good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
My name is Dauda. I'm calling from Uye.
All right, Dauda. Good to have you on the show. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so I want to talk about this Lagos banning of Okada.
All right, please go ahead.
Somebody just said that he doesn't support crushing of the Okadas, but for me, I'm a northerner, and I support crushing of those Okadas because a rule is a rule, regulation is a regulation. There are so many states in the north that Okada has been banned for the last 10 years. So nobody should think it's a stigmatization or it's discrimination against any region. When a state government decides to put a ban on any activity in the state, it should stand. And I believe the Lagos State government have given enough time for everybody to abide by the rules and regulations. But once it is flooded, the state government have every right within its capacity to do whatever they wish to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dauda, for your contribution. 0818-22-22-205 is the number to call. Lawrence, we want to still stay a bit with the politics. The former secretary of the All Progressives Congress has defected, resigned from the APC and defected to the NNPP. Can we quickly take this call?
Okay.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Mr. Shola calling from Maraba.
Good to have you on the program, Mr. Shola. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I want to really commend the effort of you guys in the studio.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, I want to equally comment on the headline. I have no anointed. You can see, I would say that you can all see why, as a nation, we all find ourselves in this situation that we find ourselves. APC as a party that has been piloting the affairs of this country in the past 7 years, it is now glaring. You can now all see that there is a condition. They don't have a clear-cut direction. And initially, before now, Mr. President has been convened a series of meetings with the stakeholders in the party, telling them that they should allow him, pleading with them, that they should allow him to pick his successor. Following that line, and after today again, and he's now saying, because of what the chairman of the party now said, that the successor person is so person. I want to believe strongly that Adamu wouldn't have done that on his own without consultation with Mr. President. And for Mr. President now again now come at hand to say that he has no anointed candidate. Despite the fact that he has been the one also asking, pleading that they should allow him to pick a successor. So if he is asking them to pick a successor, why then should we now again be saying that he doesn't have any
anointed candidate
anybody in mind as successor?
Okay. Well,
so that is, you can see it's a clear confusion, and that is a confusion as a country generally before we finding ourselves, because since there is no clear cut direction, you can see the party that is directing us from the leadership. So that's my comment and observation this morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shola from Maraba. Lawrence, what's your take on that?
Well, you see, everything happening now, the situation is so fluid, and I'm sure that before even the main convention begins by 10 today, some other information will come out. Even during the during the proceedings, some other things. That's how it's done until the last moment. So I don't want people to be fixated that, oh, this is this. In politics, especially the way we do our own politics,
anything can happen.
You might be surprised that the 13 governors from the north who spoke yesterday with one voice, you might be surprised that in the next 3 or 4 hours
they will have 13 voices.
Exactly.
Lawrence, looking at the defection of the All Progressives Congress former Secretary Akpan Odoedehe, your brother, I don't know how to say that in Efik.
I don't know why it took him this long. We saw it coming. You know, there's been this fight for the soul of APC in Akwa Ibom State between him and the Minister of Niger Delta. That's the former governor of the state.
Governor Godswill Akpabio.
So it's been like that. And it didn't start today. Even while Governor Akpabio was in APC and was in PDP. You understand? And Akpabio then was in APC. You know, they've always had this
skirmish.
This issue. And when Akpabio crossed over to APC, a lot of people thought, oh, well, since they are now in the same party,
they will embrace as brothers.
It was never like that. So we saw it coming, and even 2 days ago, he led with the former minister of the state, Minister of Petroleum, Donny Tiebet. The two of them came to the National Secretariat of the APC to complain about the injustice
meted out to him
in Akwa Ibom State. So I knew that maybe they did not get a favorable reply from the NWC members, from the chairman, and that was why they now took their option next.
But looking at it, how strong is Akpabio Edehe in Akwa Ibom as against Akpabio, regardless of the fact that one just defected? Or maybe not just, but one defected, not too long ago.
Well, if you want to be, if I want to reason like those of you who are idealists, Akpabio Edehe is a foundation member of that party.
APC in Akwa Ibom.
He helped build it, even when it was not popular. Understand? And he tried. But Akpabio, one, has a heavy war chest. 2, was a former governor of the state,
and 3 became a minister.
So
of Niger Delta.
It's not a fair comparison at all. One has so much muzzle, and when he came into APC, he virtually took over the whole structure, and that is at the heart
challenge
of the problem.
Okay, but do you think that the APC should actually reach out to Akpabio Edehe? Because you see, I'm idealist, yes, but I don't think that people who build, should be cast aside when the time comes to reap the fruits. I think that that's unfair. And the beginning of injustice is the problem is that with injustice comes a whole lot of other problems.
KEMI, if that was the case,
yes,
there wouldn't even be a primary in APC. They would have just given it to Bola Tinubu. If that is the way APC reasons. But obviously, that's not the way the party
Lawrence, let's go home. We're done. All right, and that's our package this morning. A very big thank you to you, Lawrence Mwete, for being a part of it. And, hopefully by this time tomorrow, we will be one of those to also be discussing who the winner and what his chances are against other candidates. And don't forget that CitizenFM will be covering it live.
Yes, from 10 o'clock, actually. We will... that is, instead of having insight, we just started a live transmission, and we'll bring up a lot of issues that have been happening in the last 3-4 months.
And you, my partner in progress or partner in crime, will be here, and I will be there.
Yes, and we'll be getting a lot of interviews from you, a lot of
hopefully,
updates
inshallah.
from you.
Absolutely.
And I hope this time you keep your phone safe, and also you wear bandages to protect your ankles, so that
I will do my
so
best.
Many other things.
My boss
carry your water and food.
I will do the best I can. My boss cares a lot about his staff, as you can see. Thank you so much, Lawrence, for being a part of the program this morning. Thank you, Augustine from Masaka, Michael Nasarawa, Patrick from New Karu, Dauda from Buye, and Shola from Maraba. Thank you so much for being a part of the program this morning. Don't forget, it's going to be a hot 7th day of the month of June 2022 as the APC chooses who becomes their flag bearer. I'm KEMI ASEKUN. It is a primary I look forward to. We keep our fingers crossed and we hope the best is done for our nation. At the end of the day, may the will of God be done. And so we leave you with this song, and it is actually titled